Drew up a little sketch of the framework while I'm waiting for the sunshine to come back. Write down 8 measurements. I go along the driver's side, passenger side, and the back side. Measure out 8 pieces. Get those measurements, and then when the dry weather comes, I'll get these 8 bars cut, and then I can get this welded up. Can't wait to get the floor in. We'll do that last. Walls, framework for vents and air conditioner, and we'll get to sheeting. Okay, we got 8 measurements. Ready for the nice weather to come back. We got 76 inches between the spacing from the top and the bottom of this framework. So that is 38 inches centered. Went around and marked all those so I can go up and line up my bars, put the squares on, tack them on. Okay, got all these sections divided in half, framed out. Got the back door. It's official. We are doing a back door. Just need to go through and finish welding everything up. But there we go. Driver door, back door. So, yeah, next will be air conditioner. Put that right about there. I don't know if I'll bother centering it. Could just put it here in this corner. Door, 14-inch vent somewhere near the kitchen area, and then one on the other side so I can pull air through the RV if I have to. Alright, everything's welded up. Just need to get on to the last few things to frame out. There's probably a couple things I'm forgetting. Still need to frame the floor, or I'm actually thinking about just getting a bunch of 2x6s or 2x8s if they make them. I think they make 2x8s. And just lay them in all the way across. Just make some tabbies for them to rest on and to mount to. Probably will have to put some support down the middle because they'll flex. We'll deal with that a little later though. Yeah, the walls are what I'm trying to focus on right now. And to get panels up, or to get to sheeting, I need to make sure everything is framed out. Or that's what I want to do anyway. I want to get all the framing done before we start cutting sheets for the walls. One thing I forgot to mention, I went around and center marked where I wanted all these bars, but to help me see where the square needed to go, I centered this 1.5-inch square piece over that line and traced a couple marks. And that just made things a little easier for clamping on the squares and trying to guess how far down 3/4 of an inch is. So I just lined that up, put a couple marks above and below, and that gave me an idea where to clamp the squares. So that was kind of handy. I'm sure there's a different way to do that, but that's what I came up with for making that go a little smoother. Okay, we got a couple of bars cut for the fans. I'm just going to run 2 vertical bars with 14-inch spacing, and then I can figure out where I want the fan, and then put 2 more bars 14 inches across. I was going to just do a 14-inch square and then put that in there with some of the recycled rectangle tube, but like I said before, I don't really like that stuff. It's extremely thin, so I'm just going with this. We'll just keep using the 1.5-inch. It'll be a bit overkill for mounting a fan, but that's what I'm gonna do. So for that, we got 46.5 inches between here and here. That divided in half is 23.25. Centered that, and then from here measured out 7 inches. And then we got our inside marks where I need to line the bars up to, and then I'll figure out how high I want that fan, and then we'll put a couple 14-inch bars in between that. So here we got our 37-inch bars, 14-inch bars. I've ran short and I need to go up to the store. This is like 13 inches, so that's not quite long enough, and I don't feel like piecing a couple things together. I need some more pipe for the flooring anyway. And then we'll do the same thing over here. Alright, we just took a foggy drive to the dump. Got rid of all the trash. And picked up some steel. Got another 100 feet. And some weldable hinges for $420.70. Thank you everybody for pitching in on this project. I really appreciate it. Helping to keep the show going. Thank you everybody. There's everything left that I need. Might need some more of this flat bar to make an edge around the door frame, so I can have a so I can stick on some weather stripping. So maybe one more small purchase, but I think that should be it. That should get us rocking and rolling. Spacing looks good. Okay, that's probably gonna look a little weird, but it also gives me a window. Alright, driver's side vent is done. Now we just got the back vent for the shower, and need to frame out a spot for the air conditioner. Alright, the vents are framed out. One on the back, two on the sides. Got the air conditioner area framed out. So put it off center because I didn't want it up next against the wall. And instead of putting it all the way up against this frame, I just bring that in a couple inches just in case I need that space for the door for some reason. Do some trim work or something, I don't know. And just put a little space in there. The door will be framed out. It will not be framed in there. I'm going to make the door and a frame around the door, and then that whole assembly will go in. That way I'm not trying to line up hinges while trying to hang onto a door. Make the door and the door jamb as one assembly that can go in. So, I do think, except for the doors, I'm all done framing. Am I? I don't know, let's see here. I think so. I think all I need to do is put a panel on, put a panel around all the holes, like for the windows and the vents and the air conditioner. Then we got the floor framing, but I'm gonna do the walls first. I'll be sure to put the back door in last, that way I have plenty of room to bring in the sheets. I'll set those down for the floor. Bottom will be sheeted, and the top will be like 2x6s or 2x8s or something. So yeah, I think we are all framed out and ready for some sheeting, which is awesome.